Hey everyone, I'm Mac. Yes, again, I took a while, but weird things are going on. Not paranormal weird, although a few more things have happened since the last video I posted. But I'm pretty sure those things are just sounds from outside or in the old house. It's an old house. But I did wake up to something strange, like that. It was 4 a.m. in the morning when I woke up, or 4:30, something like that. And my dog was downstairs, my mom was in her room sleeping, and I hear this growl right in my ear, as if it was right here. It scared me to the point where I was like, what the? I'm not gonna say that word, as I don't know how to bleep stuff out. Um, But yeah, and that was terrifying. And then the other day we had a tornado watch, and I'm like, really, people, what is going on here? Tornado watches, weird sounds in my ear. The only thing I can think about of a real sound is from a dream, or I don't know what that growl was. And I do not do any paranormal games. I do not play with the Ouija board. I do not play any of the mirror games, although I did play Bloody Mary one time and my friend scared the crap out of me. I'm gonna get her back one of these days. I know it. But I'm not scary, so I don't think I'm ever gonna get her back. This is like the queen of scaring people. So, yeah, anyway, let's continue our Texas tour. And when I read about this one, I was like, whoa. Shoal Creek is a microscopic view of all the trails, tribulation, and particularly that associated with the Wild West during the heydays and the painful years of expansions. Along the banks of the stream in urban wasteland, encom- encompassing more than 12.9 square miles. You can dig out all sorts of savage tales and and unearth all manner of sinful personage stories. It's a place It is a place consorting not with any trivialize, but with the frontier passion that drove Austin into what it is now. And before I continue, if I pronounce any tribal names wrong or anything wrong for that matter, I apologize in advance. The creek is notable for its link to the history of the Texas and Austin, and for that plucky ghost hunter is also famous for the account of the bizarre stories and paranormal incidences. The creek's reasons are astronomic focal point to some of the provenance most iconic and active specters. A detailed description of what had happened long ago, Craig would need at the very least a couple of blog pages. A lunch break at the attention span of the academic professor, things I doubt normal investigators of the blog have have an abundance. Arrowheads confirmed that the area was inhabited by Native Americans way before the arrival of Europeans. Artifacts uncovered the tales of tribe discovered and a dispute. Was that curtain moving, or was this just me? I'm gonna put that to the air coming on. Between the differences have vectors of native that go all the way back to 9000 BC, near old McCall Springs, just west of the street now called Watkins Trail. That's how the archaeologist decided the zone that was once an ancient Native American burial ground. Okay, if you're now coming into the paranormal world, two things you can know. One, well, it's probably just one, but if you know that the land that you're buying was a ancient burial ground, I would either properly, if you can find their bodies, please properly replace them so they won't get angry, or just buy a new property, because spirits of the natives, they retaliate, and not in the way that you would like. I've seen many movies and heard many stories of that, and I'm not messing with it. In 1838, settlers lived along the creek's mouth. They were offshoot of the Newick colony, what Austin was previously called. Muriel Larmer, the second president of the Republic of Texas, was its most famous resident. These senators were continually harassed and haunted by comic warriors. Many lost their lives during this period. 1850, after the Civil War, General George Armstrong Custer commanded the 2nd Wisconsin and the 7th Cavalry was assigned to Austin. They were peacekeeping force meant to enforce the endings of the Reconstruction era. Custer's men camped on the banks of the Shoal. A great deal of them died of cholera, and some of them are still buried by the grave. Now, if I ever went there, and I might be able to one day because I have family near Austin, if I find a body or any piece of a body, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't probably call the police, but at the same time, I'd be freaking out. 1890, rumors surfaced of a burial Spanish treasure that was hidden in the area. The reason became blustering hive of activity, and hundreds trespassed into the different properties that called the creek their home. Home invasions became a fad, and dozens of persons were violently killed during the treasure hunt. Split Rock, between 29th and 31st Street. I wonder if my aunt knows anything about these places. Became a hideout for outlaws and desperados. It was one of the best cubby holes in the West. Now, if you guys see smoke, I do have an essential oil going on over there. I think. It's still going on. I don't know, it didn't have much water left, so I used the rest of it. But I keep seeing something over here. I think I'm just going crazy at this point. It could be my hair, because it's my hair and it's my blind spot. But, why is it every time I do these videos? Am I positive I want to do these videos in the basement when I get set up down there? In 1956, numerous cottages were set ablaze by a paramedic. To this day, the identity of the arsonist remains a mystery. All that is just an afterthought compared to the big historical whammy. I really hope that was just a fly. Because I saw that out of the corner of my eye and that rhymed. I'm such a nerd. Um, that asylum Shoal Creek. The reason why Northern Tennessee is flooded to the spot, and also the reason why it has such an insidious reputation. In 1839, against fair warning, a farmer named Gideon White decided to build a home close to the banks of Shoal Creek. Even by then, the place had sinister mojo to it. You just felt something was off, is what was said by the farmer. By then, the creek had a reputation. A couple years back, Miss Sarah Himmons, who was captured by Native Americans when crossing the Colorado River, was chased by her captors through the tributaries of Shoal Creek. When they couldn't recapture her, the natives disemboweled her husband and tossed him into the creek. This is why you don't want to mess with the Native American spirits, as they will be very mad if you mess with them, and if you mess with anything that was theirs. And if you're not part of their family or tribe, you're dead. Not literally, well, probably, but not literally. That didn't make any sense at all. To say the place had bad juju would be an underselling the madness. Anyway, Gideon and his family went to move into their newly constructed home. They found their bodies 3 years later in 1842. His corpse had been beaten to death by a passing band of Native Americans, and, and they're here, and here, their kicker. When they started digging grave right on top of where Minnie's body was found, the neighbors came upon a shocking sight. There was an unearthed mass grave right under their feet. Previous settlers, the majority of the graves were victims of the cholera and yellow fever. But the first few bodies that were on top showed signs of violence. Shoal Creek, within some of its historical factories, is nothing more than a den of demons and devils. The literal type. There is a scenic running and biking road that is right near where Gideon was killed. The scene at the trial is closed right before 10 p.m. The trail is closed right before 10 p.m. This is rather uncommon for the public lands. Authorities claim that precedents are not permitted inside of for their own safety. Many think it's because of the ignorance of the amount of spiritual activity. Shoal Creek has been the site of numerous documentaries, series, and reality TV shows about ghosts and the like. YouTube is flooded with videos claiming to have caught some of the restless spirits that haunt the place. The most common potential phenomenon that plague the area: cold spots in the middle of summer, mafia lights and will-o'-wisp, vanishing apparitions, noises and thrills in the dead of night. People having nightmares after visiting the region and expecting the presence of entities to their home. People becoming ill and succumbing to strange maladies. A beautiful toddler with spinach leggings disappearing in a haze in front of the other runners. There was a claim that a young woman died on the trail a few years ago. The most person in Snow that haunts the plains of Salt Creek is Minions. Hundreds have seen the spirit and heard the moans and yells. Would you guys visit this area? Would I? You bet I would. Thank you for watching my channel and videos. I know this was a little bit short, but please like... I swear I saw an orb. Oh, when are not? I really think there's a fly, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I am Haunted Girl, and this is my channel. Until next time, pleasant dreams.